Hi there, welcome to the cult. My name is Aaron, and today we are talking about yet another video for the spooky season. And as much fun as it is to watch a movie during the spooky season, or curl up with a good book, sometimes you want to do something that's a bit more social, at least a little bit. Maybe with you and your better half, you and some friends. Sometimes you want to pour out and pull out a nice good board game for the spooky season, and that's what we're doing tonight. Actually, I'm going to show you some games that are incredibly fun to play, whether with a duo or with a bunch of people, that are great for Halloween parties, for just get-togethers, and are a wonderful way to be a buffer between like watching horror films with your friends. A nice different way to interact during the spooky season. I got some really nice game recommendations here, and I think that no matter what type of game you like to play or don't like to play, we're gonna hopefully touch upon it here in the next 10 minutes or so, as we look at some of the best games to play during the spooky season, right here in the cult. Now, start off with a favorite of mine, one that I liked so much, some I better have liked so much, we bought the original edition of it, and this is one of the times where we bought one of the variants as well. Now, the original edition of it is at the farm right now, because we do play it quite a bit, and this is a game that works well with either 2 players or up to 5, and it's called Horrified. Now, this is our most recent version of it. This is the Greek Monsters edition. The initial version of this is the Universal Monsters one, where you get to fight people like the Mummy and Dracula and the Frankenstein monster, along with like Invisible Man, Bride of Dracula, and other characters. Now, in the Greek Monsters edition, we have 6 new monsters to fight, and there is similarity. It plays pretty much the same way, but there's enough of a mechanics upgrade that we wanted to grab this, and there's another one that we want to get as well. Horrified is basically a cooperative game. You're not playing against another person. It's one of the games that you play together. So basically there are monsters that are all over the board, and it's your job with the rest of the players that are your teammates. Depending on the character that you play, you go around like saving villagers, stopping monsters, doing certain tasks that will end in your final fight to get each of those monsters. And you want to get them all wiped off the board before they get the villagers and the rest of your teammates. It's a great game. It's really fun. It's really easy and simple to play. You can learn this one in about 10 or 15 minutes. And honestly, I recommend Horrified. If you're a Universal Monsters person, I'd say start with that one. Greek Monsters one is a nice upgrade if you like it, but at least have 1 copy of Horrified in your collection. Trust me, you'll thank me for it. You won't regret it. And as you can see under to the character models and stuff are actually pretty cool. You got like Medusa right there. You can see Cerberus. Just some really incredible ones. And to be honest with you, this is one we got recently. So we've been playing Universal Monsters when we haven't even broken this one open. You can see the stickers are still on there, and we're waiting now for this October to break open the Greek Monsters one. I can't wait to do it. Horrified. Make sure you check it out. It's a really, really good game. A lot of people would put Clue in here as one of the big games for the scary, spooky season, but I want to do a better game than Clue. This is one that I got a couple years back on my birthday, and it is a mystery game. You have to solve who did it, how they did it, where they did it, and you do this as a medium. It's really cool because somebody knows the answer. They're the ghostly presence of the victim, and what's happening is you're trying to guess the clue to get to the next level. Each you separately try to guess the clue, so that one of you guys will solve the mystery of the murder in the absolutely incredible Mysterium. Mysterium is done a lot like games like Dixit or Stella, in the fact that it's done in a way that you could go in a store and buy this no matter what the country is. As long as you look up the rules online, the cards on the inside are visual clues. You're not going to have to worry about having to to read and understand that aspect of it. It's one of those good things when you go when you're traveling abroad and you want to get a good game that you can actually play, or especially if you have friends that may not be as proficient in whatever language that you're in, whether that's like English, French, Spanish, Arabic, or whatever. What's really cool about this is the cards are absolutely gorgeous. I'll see if I can actually find you one really quickly right here. And the game itself is just an incredible game to play. There's so many different like pieces and components to this. Is this one of the cards right here? So you get like a card just like this, and the thing is, you're trying to solve the puzzle, like those clues. Meanwhile, you got somebody on the other side that's playing the ghost, and they can't speak. They can't say a word. They can't tell you if you're hot, if you're cold, if you're wrong, if you're right. All they can tell you is that is basically let you know afterwards if you've succeeded. And the thing is, you want to succeed, but if you get it wrong and the other teammates get it right, they're gonna get up there before you do. They'll slowly advance, and everybody doesn't advance together. You advance once you get the right clue answer, and they can't help you. Like they've got the cards down there that they've put down there because they've been told like the weapon. They've been told what the person is, the place, and it's not like you're gonna be able to kind of wheel it down like Clue does. No, you're going to have to look at those cards and try and figure out from the clue cards that they show to you which one relates to the cards that you're seeing in front of you. It's a really fun game. It's much more simpler than I'm making it sound. And if you've never played Mysterium, it's a great one. There's even one for the kids too, called Mysterium Park or Mysterium for Kids. And I do recommend that they check that as well. Clue is a nice starter game, but it can get a little bit tedious across the board, and it's a bit less interactive and a bit less fun than something like Mysterium, which I think has a lot more fun and to the whole idea of the solving the murder. For the more creative in you and the ones that like to tell a good story, the ones that are the first to put up their hands or get ready to tell a story around a campfire, and for those of you with a wicked sense of humor, I would definitely recommend playing Gloom. In Gloom, you play a family, a very, very cursed family. Everybody gets to play one. This is, I think, 2 to 4 players. And in this one right here, basically, you are telling the story of the family. You're given cards in your hand, and with those cards, you're killing off every member of your family. You want to make sure that they have the worst, most gloomy time that is possible. And while you're doing that, you do want to try and make sure that all the people around you are having the absolute best time. So when they play, or you play a sad card, a gloomy card, then they'll probably be trying to play a card that brightens your day. You could have somebody like Goodazar, the notorious nanny. And this is her now, but once she's gone, rest in peace, Goodazar. And the cards are neat. There's different things like, as you tell your story with the cards. You place it on top of the other cards. So you want to get the lowest scores possible. You don't want any pluses. Like right here is shunned by society. So discard your entire hand. Also skip your draw phase this turn. Can you blame them? It's really fun. It's just one of those games, and it works really well if you have like-minded, people with like-minded kind of Addams Family style sense of humor. I played this with my kids, and because our humors really align, it worked really well, and we had a blast playing this one. This is a absolutely fantastic game. I have a copy here, and my daughters have a copy at their apartment as well, because everybody loves a good game of Gloom. If you've never tried it before, trust me, it's addictive. And It's Alive, it's a 2 to 5 player game where you're all playing mad scientists desperately trying to get the body parts as quickly as you can to bring your creation to life before anybody else does. It's a highly competitive game as you look towards getting your pieces and putting back other pieces that you don't need, mixing and matching. and trying to make sure you're doing it just right, because maybe the piece that you give up because you think you're going to get the piece that you want is going to be the exact body part that your opponent is going to need to finish their creation before you finish yours. And there's some nice ghoulish cards in here that I adore. You can have things like there you go. Need an arm, need a head. Everything has a cost, and it has been done strategically, because if you choose wrong and you put down the wrong one, you could be playing right into your opponent's soon to be sold on hand. It's a great game. It's a lot of fun. It's a pretty quick play. And we sat down one year and we played, I think, 3 games in a row, had a blast, and it's a constant. Especially works really well with 2 players. So it can work great with 5, but it's 1 for 2-player game if you're going with just another person. Mr. Jack is a hidden movement deduction game. In Mr. Jack, it's a 2-player game where one person plays a detective and the other person plays a series of other people, one of which is the secret Jack the Ripper. Now, the idea is for you to unmask, for the detective to go and unmask and capture Jack the Ripper before he gets away. But if you're smart and you're quick, you might be able to maneuver a way out of London before the detective finds out, or just as the detective finds out, maybe you'll find a way to escape. Mr. Jack is a really, really fun game. It got some nice colorful cards on the back. It's a 2-player one. There is another edition of this out right now, like a kind of an expansion pack. But the single-player one is, well, 2-player one is just fantastic the way this is done. We got got Holmes and Miss Scarlet. It's a really fun game. You don't know who's going to be Mr. Jack each time, and you don't know if you're going to be able to get away with it or not. As you're playing the detective, trying to get Mr. Jack, and your opponent is playing Mr. Jack. But the thing is, where you're playing the detective, they're playing a bunch of people, and each person that you're playing has certain different powers and abilities that they can utilize to help them get ahead in the game and to help kind of stop you. So you had to be careful with who you play and when, and not to give away too much of your hand too quickly, because if you do, then you can find your pathway blocked off and you'll find yourself really quickly in Scotland Yard. Based on the insanely popular Betrayal at the House on the Hill is Scooby-Doo's Betrayal at Mystery Mansion. It is a nice pared down way to play Betrayal at House on the Hill. And it works a little bit smoother for me. I do want to get Betrayal at House on the Hill as well. But especially for a licensed game, this plays a lot better than you think it would. Now you get to play one of the different characters on here, whether it be Scooby, Shaggy, Velma, Daphne, or Fred. And it's really fun because you all go in to this house, and the house is slowly being built one room at a time. And eventually, what's going to happen is one of the players is going to have something happen to them, and they're going to switch sides. And then it's all the rest of you trying to stop this player before they stop you. It's a really, really fun game. And the fact that the house goes together in different ways, that you're never sure until you play it, like which person is going to be the bad guy. This one here has 25 different scenarios, and so you, based on which one you play, it'll play out a bit differently. But if you've never played this before, Scooby-Doo Betrayal at Mystery Mansion is a great addition to the house, especially for the whole family. This one here plays up to 5 players, and it's 3 to 5 players. You're looking at around like anywhere between a half hour to an hour for play with that game, and it is so much fun. You'll be waiting and wondering to see exactly who is going to be the person that's going to turn on the rest of the team, and when they do, are you ready? And what exactly are you going to do? It's a licensed game, but unlike in the world of some licensed games, these are really, really good. This one was put up by Ravensburger Prospero Hall, and it is Jaws. It is played in 2 different sections. In the first phase of the game, the sharks are attacking the swimmers, and you're looking to pinpoint the sharks, try to get to that part of Amity Island as quickly as you can to stop as many sharks as you can and make sure they don't get to take out any or many of your of the people on there. You want to make sure that they don't get the swimmers that are out in the water. You want to save as many people as possible. And after that phase is over, well, you're going to be on the infamous boat, the Orca, as it's sinking, and it's you and your friends against the shark himself, the infamous Jaws. Yes, you're going to be fighting the shark, because you need a bigger boat. It's a really good game, and it's fun because you got both sides of the boards are utilized. First, you got the anvil on inside the board, then you got the Orca side. I'll show you right here. And in each act, there's a thing that kind of we get Act 2, and you see it lets you know where your meter's at, and based on that, it'll let you know what your actions and options are. But as that boat starts to sink, you have less and less chance to get that shark. And if that shark gets you and your teammates before you're done, well, that, my friends, is all she wrote. And you got a happy shark and maybe a not so happy Amity Island, because you're not going to be going back. Jaws is an incredibly fun game, and I love every second of it. The phase portion can be a bit different for new players, especially new board game players. But I do find it's one that's a lot of fun, and a lot of people, once they get into it and they get into the rhythm of the game, it's a lot of fun. It's a great game. I've said fun so many times that you can almost make a drinking game out of it. But this one, the word fits. I wanted to leave on a game that is very much the spooky type of game. And it's one that I picked up last year, and I really haven't got the chance to really play it. So I wasn't sure whether I was going to put on here, but it seems kind of like the Blockbuster game, which I have played a lot of. So I wanted to get it in here. And this is Scary Movie Night In. There's a bunch of different sections. So there's 5 different games included on here. There's a trivia game where you test your horror movie knowledge. There's a shout out where you got to be the first person to shout out the answer. Name the movie. Can you guess which movie is being said from the quote? Describe it. We have describe a horror movie without saying 3 forbidden words, and make a scene where you either got to draw or act out a scene, and people got to guess on your team. Got to guess what the movie is. So let's open this up and see one of the cards, just to get kind of idea of what this game is like. It was a Christmas gift, actually. Has like little things in here, like the popcorn thing for the winner. All right. Some pretty easy stuff in here, actually. I'm just going to pick a trivia question at random. Will I tell you the answer? Well, maybe and maybe not. Are they double-sided? All right. Here's an easy one for you. Which horror movie stars a pre-Friends Jennifer Aniston? I'm sure you all know that. If you don't, look it up, because I shan't tell you. And there's ones where you got to describe a movie. There's ones where you got to name a film. And there's a shout-out one, and to make a scene. So there's all different types when it comes to this one right here. And I want to see if the 3 words things here. All right, so Hellraiser, for instance. So if you're doing Hellraiser, you can't say hell, you can't say pinhead, or you can't say Cenobites. But you could potentially say the horror film where a character named Julia kills hapless men to bring back her long-lost lover. There you go. We've described Hellraiser without using any of those 3 words. And there you go. That's the games for now. I left the more generic game for last. It's a fun one to play in a group, but I want to have a whole wide breadth of scope of games for you guys to check out, with different player counts, different options. It's always fun to do something a little different and to do something a little bit fun and unique during the spooky season, because it doesn't always have it's movies, but it doesn't always have to be movies. And if you're a book reader, it doesn't always have to be just books. It's a nice to do a nice combination Molotov cocktail of all of it. So an explosion of scariness, whether it's board games, comic books, novels, movies, documentaries, or TV specials, which we'll look at, I'm sure, in a future episode. I'll maybe this year, or maybe I'll save it to next year, where we'll talk about the Halloween episodes of different TV shows, which I think I'll save for next spooky season. So for this one right here, I'll see you next time, and happy scary season, happy spooky season, happy Halloween.
Oh God. Subscription sloth here. Just want to remind you that I know in the summertime especially it can be super warm and lazy. But if you're liking this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to go that step farther and join the Patreon, there's a link for that down below. You can super sticker, super chat, or donate. But above all, just lie back and enjoy the video, because that's what I'm going to do.